In this video, we will look at solving system of linear equation. So dalam video kali ini kita akan belajar penyelesaian sistem persamaan linear. So a system of linear equation is a collection of linear equation. What is linear? Linear ni maksudnya adalah kuasa X dan Y kita paling tinggi adalah kuasa 1. So linear equation means that the equation that contain the variable X and Y or the highest degree of the variables, let's say X or Y, is 1. Kuasa X yang paling tinggi adalah 1 ataupun kuasa Y yang paling tinggi adalah 1. Linear. Jika kuasa 2 kita panggil quadratic. So involving the same set of variables, for example, let's say you see this one, 2x plus 3y is equals to 6. A second equation is 4x plus 9y is equals to 15. You can notice that the x and y, the degree of x and y are 1. So kuasa x dan y adalah 1. Ini adalah linear. So we know as two linear equation. Why? Because we have two equation. Two linear equation with two unknown. So what is the unknown here? Apakah unknown kat sini? Adalah x and y. So the unknown here is x and y. Let's say this one. 3x1 plus 2x2 minus x3 is equals to 1. 2x1 minus 2x2 plus 4x3 is equals to negative 2. Negative x1 plus 1 over 2x2 minus x3 is equals to 0. So this one we known as three linear equation. Why? Because we have three equation, linear equation with three unknown. So here the unknown will be x1, x2, and x3. Previously in pre-calculus, sebelum ni dalam pre-calculus, kita belajar solving simultaneously. Previously in pre-calculus, we learn to solve this linear equation by using simultaneous equation. Either you are using elimination method or substitute method. So dalam pre-calculus dulu kita guna substitute method ataupun elimination method. But in this subject, we are using the matrix. So yang kita untuk yang subjek ini, kita akan guna matrix. So first we can see that we can represent the system of linear equation in the form of ax is equals to b. We can represent this one. For example, if you look at the coefficient of x and y, dia punya depan ni, nilai ni. So 2, 3. So we represent in matrix. Here is 2 and 3. Bawah dia adalah 4 and 9. 4 and 9. Tutup. What is the variables? X and Y. So this is a variables X and Y. And this is equals to, dan ini sama dengan 6 and 15. So this is how we represent this linear equation into the matrix form. Dia dalam bentuk matrix, cara kita nak buat yang ni. So yang ni lah adalah, this is the A, matrix A lah. X is equals to B. So this is the constant. X represent the variables. A represent the matrix. This is matrix 2 by 2. Let's say we look at this one. Sama saja. 3. The first entry will be 3. Second entry is positive 2. Entry yang ketiga ni adalah negative 1. Second row, 2, negative 2, and positive 4. The third row will be, this is negative x1. Negative x1 ni maksudnya negative 1. And then 1 over 2. And finally, negative 1. And the variables will be, dia punya pemboleh ubah adalah x1 untuk kali ni lah, x2, x3. Sometimes is x, y, and z. Ada masa x, y, z. Terpulang lah. It depends on the question. So here the constant will be 1, negative 2, and 0. So first, what you need to know is how we going to represent into the matrix form. Pertama sekali, apa yang you kena tahu adalah cara kita represent, kita mewakili dia. dalam bentuk matrix. So this is the matrix form. And this one we known as coefficient matrix. So benda ni lah. Yang ni kita panggil sebagai coefficient matrix. This one we known as the coefficient matrix. Known as the coefficient matrix. So this is how we represent. Just now I show you how we're going to represent this one. This one is known as coefficient matrix. Depan ni kita panggil sebagai coefficient matrix. What is homogeneous system? Non-homogeneous system. Apa itu non-homogeneous system? Non-homogeneous system maksudnya belakang ni ada nilai. Macam contoh kita ni lah. Dia ada nilai 6 and 15, 1, -2 and 0. B ni ada nilai. Homogeneous system maksudnya dia sama dengan kosong. Dia punya belakang ni tengok. All is this one, the constant is 0. Semua ni 0. Kita panggil homogeneous system. For non-homogeneous system, the B or this value is not equals to 0. Salah satu kosong tak apa. Jangan semua kosong. So, non-homogeneous system, homogeneous system. So, seterusnya, next, there are two methods. Ada dua cara nak selesaikan system of M linear equation and M unknown. Maksudnya persamaan dengan pemboleh ubah dia sama. So, there are two methods. Kita ada dua cara. One is Cramer rule. One is inversion method. In this video, we will look at Cramer rule. The second video will be the inversion method. Dalam video ni, kita akan tengok Cramer rule. Video seterusnya, saya akan buat inversion method. So, let's say, first we look at the Cramer rule. Generally, consider a system of linear equation, which is A11 x, A12 y, and so on, until this one. So, first we represent the matrix, we represent the system of linear equation in matrix form. Kita mewakili dia dalam bentuk matrix dulu. So, by using Cramer rule, cari nilai X, Y, dan Z. Kita nak cari ketiga-tiga. Ataupun X1, X2, X3. Dia kena tengok soalan lah. Jika soalan guna X1, X2, X3, maka X1, X2, X3. Sama saja. So, how are we going to find the X, Y, and Z? So, the formula will be X is equals to determinants of A1 over determinants of A. After that, I will show you what is the A1. What is A? What is A1? Nanti kita cari determinants je. We have learned how to find the determinants. Only now, what is the matrix A? What is the matrix of A1? Nanti saya akan tunjuk. So, Y will be determinants of A2 over determinants of A. You can see that the denominator is determinants of A. Maksudnya determinants of A ni kita cari sekali saja. Sebab dia semua ni sama. Yang beza dia adalah determinants of A1, A2 and A3. Then we have Z will be equals to determinants of A3 over determinants of A. So this is the formula. Next, we'll look at how we're going to find determinants of A1, A2, and A3. And what is matrix A1, A2, and A3? So, where A1? A1 ni, you kita tengok, kita gantikan yang belakang ni. B1, B2, B3 kat kolom pertama. We replace the column 1, the first column, with the value of B. B1, B2, B3. A2, kita ganti yang tengah. A1 yang depan ni sama balik. A3 ganti yang belakang. So, let's say we look at this one. Example 1, I show you in example 1. It's better, it's easier. Use Cramer rules to solve the system of linear equation. The question requests by using the Cramer rule. So, you need to use the Cramer rule. So, first what they have to do is, we represent the linear equations in the form of matrix. Pertama sekali, kita tukarkan, kita mewakili persamaan linear kita dalam bentuk matrix. Let's say to in here, step 1. First, matrix 4, -1, 1. 4, -1, 1. Second row, 2, 2, and 3. 2, 2, and 3. The entries for the third row will be 5, -2, and 6. 5, -2, and 6. Tutup kurungan. This is a matrix A. What is the variable here? Apakah pemberi ubah kat sini? X, Y, dan Z. So kat sini, X, Y, dan Z. What is the value of the B? -5, 10, and 1. -5, 10, and 1. That's why first we represent into the matrix form. So what we do next is, what is A? Apakah A kita? A kita adalah yang ni lah, coefficient matrix kita. This is A. Yang pertama, this is A. So 4, 2, 5, -1, 2, and -2, 1, 3, and 6. Dah dapat matrix A, sebab kita perlukan determinants of A. So we try to find the determinants of A. So you still remember how to find the determinants of A? Kena ingat macam mana nak cari determinants of A. So let's say I use the first row. Saya guna row pertama. Jangan lupa positive, negative, positive. So first positive and then 4. So what we do is we close the first column and the first row. Apa yang kita buat adalah kita tutup kolom yang pertama, lajur yang pertama dengan baris yang pertama. What we have here is 2, 3, -2, and 6. Second value is -1. So don't forget we have a negative and then -1. So the second one is close the first row and the second column. Tutup baris pertama, lajur kedua. Yang kita tinggal 2, 3, 5, and 6. 2, 3, 5, and 6. Finally, the third is positive. And the value is 1. Again, tutup baris pertama, lajur ketiga. 2, 2, 5, and -2. 2, 2, 5, and -2. So here we have the value 4. 2 times 6, 12. Minus 3 times -2, -6. Negative will become positive 1. And then 2 times 6, 12. Minus 3 times 5, 15. Plus 1, finally, 2 times -2, -4. Minus 2 times 5, 10. So what we have here is 4, here will be 18. You can use your calculator, negative, positive. 6 plus 2, 8, 18. Plus 1, -12 minus 15, -3. Plus 1, -4 minus 10, -14. So here will be 32, 72. 32, 45. Here is 4. So here should be 4, 1, 7. Okay, 72, right? Correct. 72 minus 3. Here plus 1. 1 times -3, -3. Minus 14. So here we have, here is, what is the value? 69. 69 minus 14. So we have 5 here, 55. So here we have 55. So the determinants of A will be 55. Actually, we have here, let's say, determinant of A is 55. So this one is another method to find the determinant. Ini adalah cara lain untuk cari determinants dia. Tengok dapat 55 juga. So sini pun kita dapat 55. Okay, this is how we're going to find the determinants of A. Now we look at A1. Macam mana kita nak cari matrix A1 sebelum cari determinants dia. So in order to find the A1, lajur pertama ni, the first column, we will substitute with the value of B. Kita akan ganti dengan nilai B kita. Yang ni lah. So dia akan jadi negative 5, 10 and 1 di kolom pertama. So saya kecilkan. Negative 5. Let's say I use red color. Negative 5, 10 and 1. The rest remain the same. Yang selebihnya sama. Negative 1, 2 and negative 2. Negative 1, 2 and negative 2. Okay. 1, 3 and 6. This is A1. How about A2? Saya terus tunjuk A2. A2 lajur yang pertama. The first one remain the same. 4, 2 and 5. Yang pertama, kolom pertama tak berubah lah. 4, 2 and 5. Second column saja. This is negative 5, 10 and 1. Finally, this one 1, 3 and 6. 1, 3 and 6. So sorry, this one I changed to red color so that you nampak lah perubahan dia kat mana. Negative 5, 10 and 1. A3. A3 of course is the third column. So 4 to 5, yang dua depan ni sama. 4 to 5. Second column, negative 1, 2 and negative 2. Third column yang ubah, it will become negative 5, 10 and 1. After that, we find the determinant for each one. Kita cari determinants of A1, A2 dan A3. So, determinant of A1, A2, A3, just like before, macam atas ni lah. Kita cari determinants of A1, A2 and A3. Cari balik macam tadi. Let's say I'll show you A1. Determinants of A1. Sama saja. I use the first row. Positive, negative, positive. The first value will be positive. So here is, sorry, I use black color. This is positive. And then nilai dia adalah negative 5. So 2, 3, 2, 3, negative 2 and 6. So here, oh sorry, the second value is minus. Minus. And then the value is negative 1. Negative 1. Tutup yang ni, tutup yang ni. 10, 3, 10, 3, 1 and 6. Finally, positive. Positive. And here is 1. The value is 1. So, tutup sini, tutup sini. 10, 2, 1 and negative 2. 10, 2, 1 and negative 2. And then you try to find the value. And the determinants of A1 suppose is negative 55. The same thing you will do here is the determinants of A2. Buat yang sama saja. Saya dah tunjuk dah yang pertama. You boleh tengok balik. Determinants of A2. Determinants of A2 will be 165. And determinants of A3. Cari satu per satu. Determinants of A3 is 110. 110. So you try to find one by one. And then finally, the variable is x, y, and z. So how are we going to find x? X will be determinants of A1 over determinants of A. Where the determinants of A1 is negative 55. Determinants of A, yang pertama ni, A ni, is 55. So this one, after we simplify, x is negative 1. Then proceed with y. Determinants of A2 divide by determinants of A. Determinants of A2 is 165. Divide by 55. So by using your calculator, determinant of A ni sentiasa sama lah. Jangan ini ubah. Determinant A ni sama saja, 55. So this one will be 3. Finally, Z. Determinants of A3 over determinants of A. So A ni sentiasa sama. So it's 110. Divide by 55. Here will be 2. So here is the Cramer rule. Inilah Cramer rule. So saya ulang balik. For Cramer rule, first we represent the system of linear equation ni into matrix form. Dalam bentuk matrix. First kita mewakili persamaan linear ni. Sistem persamaan linear ni. Dalam bentuk matrix. So saya tukar dalam bentuk matrix. The coefficient matrix yang depan ni adalah kita punya A. Depan ni tanpa perubahan yang asal this is our A. So find the determinants of A dulu. So because we're going to use this one, determinant of A. And then next, find A1. What is A1? You just substitute the first column, cuma ganti kolom pertama ni with the value of B ni. Ini nilai B ni, ganti yang negative 5, 10 and 1. Ganti kat kolom pertama. Ini akan jadi A1. A2, ingat kolom pertama dia kembali yang asal. Jangan guna yang ni. Guna 4, 2 and 5. 4, 2 and 5. Now is the second column. Yang asal dia negative 1, 2 and negative 2. Sekarang dia tukar jadi negative 5, 10 and 1. Yang lain sama Jangan ubah. A3, 4, 2, 5, negative 1, 2 and negative 2. Now is the third column. Negative 5, 10 and 1. After that, find the determinants of A1, A2, A3. Cari determinants of A1, A2, A3. Kena carilah. Cara dia sama saja. So that's why saya tak tunjuk. You have to find it by yourself. And then this is the formula. Now come to the important part. This is the formula. X is determinants of A1 divided by determinants of A. Y will be determinants of A2 divided by determinants of A. And Z will be determinants of A3 divided by determinants of A. It can use X, Y, Z. The variables depend on the question. Some of the question using X1, X2, and X3. So X, Y, Z ni dia boleh guna X1, X2, X3 juga. Dia berdasarkan ataupun berpandu kepada soalan yang diberi. It can be X, Y, Z. It can be X1, X2, X3. So that's all. This is the Cramer rule.